This is a tutorial for the 30-second hospital spot. The primary goal of this assignment is for you to become more familiar with the basic process of video editing using Final Cut Pro. For this assignment, you'll be given several minutes of material for you to edit into two 30-second commercials for a local hospital. On one of the commercials, the spokesperson will be wearing a gray dress. The second commercial, she will be wearing a blue sweater with a white skirt. Do not mix the two together. Each commercial consists of 3 scenes. The scenes are not in the correct order throughout all the footage. Your job is to look through all of the footage and figure out the correct order of the scenes for each commercial. Also, since most of the shots have several takes, pick the best take for each scene. At the beginning of each scene, they will be marked with what is called a slate, and the slate will have directions on it that say what scene we're on, what take we're on, and so on. Then edit the commercials as skillfully as possible. It is not important that your commercials are exactly 30 seconds long. It is important that your commercials have a natural pace and flow to them. One other note, when adding cross dissolves to these commercials, make sure that your clips have at least 15 extra frames of video before and after your in and out points. Your basic cross dissolve or fade in and out will need at least 15 frames of overlap on each clip that you are joining together. So let's begin. Let's go to the server and let's download the 30-second hospital spot. So click on the Finder, go to Shihei's Mac Pro, go to Video Production Media, and drag this folder right here to your desktop. Make sure that you eject the server when you're all finished. This should only take a few seconds. Okay, let's open up the folder and see what's inside. Inside here you should have the raw footage, which is found right here, and this is going to be all the clips mixed together. You have the music, which we're going to use. You have a screenshot. When you open this up, you will see what my first commercial looks like. This will be commercial spot number 1. You see the spokesperson here wearing the gray outfit. Her name is Sarah Van Allen. She works for Pocatello Regional Medical Center. It's kind of hard to see because there is a time code which is going to be on the screen, which we will have to leave it there. We're not going to cut that off, but I want you guys to refer to this page to see what their first commercial is going to look like. Then inside there you have my direction sheet, which I'm reading off of right now. So I'll close this out for now. I'm going to go ahead and launch Final Cut Pro. We always start off the assignment with a new library, so I want you to go to File, New Library. Let's go and name this Hospital Spot. Hit save. Okay, next we're going to be making 2 commercials. So let's go to File, New, and we're going to create one of the projects is going to be called Hospital We're going to call it Hospital Spot 01, hit OK. And then let's go back up to the top and go File, New. And Hospital Spot 02. Okay, so now we have 2 projects set up, Hospital Spot 1, Hospital Spot 2. Don't forget, she's going to be wearing different clothes throughout these commercials. So you look for all the gray dresses, that'll be Hospital Spot 01, and all the blue and white outfit will be Hospital Spot 02. Let's go and import the material. So let's go to the import button right here. And let's click on desktop. Let's scroll down and find 30-second hospital spot. Let's open it up just to see what's inside. I don't want to grab everything. We do need the raw footage. We do need the commercial music. And that is it. So you can hold the command key down. I'm going to click on these 2 only. I'm going to go ahead and hit import. And the raw footage is all one big clip right here that you can skim through and see all the clips. You'll see there's the blue and white outfit. You're going to see every scene. If you get right to the beginning, it's going to be marked with a slate. So there's the slate. It tells you what scene it is. It tells you what take they're on. You're going to be finding scenes 1, 2, and 3 for Hospital Spot 01, and scenes 4, 5, and 6 for hospital spot 02. So let's go ahead and look at this footage and let's find, well, there we go. There's scene 1, take 3. There's going to be multiple takes throughout all the scenes in here. So find which one you like the best. I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. I'm going to hit the space bar. And what I'm looking for is the minute her mouth opens, I'm going to hit the space bar to stop this. Right, she's just about to speak. I'm going to use the left arrow. I'm going to back up until her lips close. And I'm looking, paying attention to the time code that's on the screen. What I want to do is round it off to the nearest multiple of 5s. Because we're going to have to subtract and add 15 extra frames of unused material to the beginning and end of each clip to add a cross dissolve. So her mouth is about to open at 1:35:09. I'm going to bump it up to 1:35:10. And 1 frame isn't a big deal. So I'm going to go to 10, but now you subtract 15 frames. Since this video was shot at 30 frames per second, so we look at the 10, if I take 10 away, that'll bring us to 135. If I take 11 away, that goes down to 134.29. I'm going to take, if I do it in multiples of 5, it's real easy to go to 134.25, which will take us 15 frames. So I'm just going to use the left arrow. I'm going to back down until I get to 134.25. I'm going to hit the letter I on the keyboard, which will mark the beginning of this clip. It marks an in. Now I hit the space bar. And I play this.
Pocatello's other hospital provides excellent maternity services. If you're having a baby, we highly recommend them.
Now the minute she finishes her sentence, we're going to stop it using the space bar. I'm now going to back up with the left arrow key until I see her mouth begin to open. Right here she says them at 142.14. I'm going to bump it up to 142.15. So it's a multiple of 5. Now we have to add 15 extra frames to the end of this. That's going to bring us up to exactly 143. I'm just using the right arrow key. I get to 143, I hit the letter O, and that marks my out point. Now to bring this clip down to the timeline, it's kind of skinny, so it's hard to grab. You can hit the letter E on the keyboard, or as long as it's yellow right there, you just click on this button, and this will send it down to the timeline down below. So here's our first clip. If we click at the end of the clip, you're going to see that it turns yellow. Yellow means that there's extra footage there. If I click on the front of this clip, you're going to see it also turns yellow, so that means there's extra footage there. That extra footage is what we're going to use for the cross dissolves. Okay, now I've noticed when I play the playhead, it's not snapping. Now I have to go over to the timeline, to the tools right here, and I want you to click on snap. I like to turn the audio skimmer off, so I turn this button off. And just leave video skimmers so I can then skim through and see the clip. Now when I use the playhead, you'll see it snaps to the end of the clip. Also, if you hit the up and down arrow keys, it'll snap to the beginning of the clip and to the end of the clip, and I'm just using the up and down arrow keys. Okay, now we're going to find scene 2. So I'm going to scroll back. Now if you go ahead and keep looking through here, you're going to find the little slates that mark the scenes. I'm going to go to the very beginning of this video because I know where it is. I'm going to hit the space bar, and you'll notice that it says Scene 2, Take 9. So what we're doing is looking for the beginning of her mouth opens or the first word that pops out of her mouth. So I'm going to hit the space bar. Okay, so she just opens her mouth. I'm going to hit the left arrow and listen to her mouth begin the sentence. Now right here at 16:05:06, I hear her speak her first word. I'm going to back it up to 15:05:05 because it's easier to subtract 15 frames from here. That's going to take us to 16:04:20. And that's going to be the beginning of this scene, which I'm going to hit the letter I. Now I'm going to hit the space bar to play it.
At the New Women's Center at Pocatello Regional, we specialize in the rest of your health care. At last, education for making your own health care decisions. Plus, mammography and surgery are all in one place.
Now, I'm just listening for that last word. I'm going to back it up. It ends at 16:15:25 because I hear the S. I'm going to add 15, which will bring me to 16:16:10. So you can either count it, or I'm just doing the math in my head. That's the end of this clip. I'm going to hit the letter O. And then for the shortcut, I'm going to hit the letter E, which will send that clip to the timeline. Now we look for the last scene. And there's, don't use the blue ones because that's a different commercial. I think it's right here. All right, that says scene 3, take 2. She's about to open her mouth, so I'm going to back it up. Just till her mouth closes. Let's see, right here at 8:28:25, I'm going to back it up, take 15 frames from there. So it's 8:28:10. Hit the letter I, then I'm going to hit the space bar.
The Women's Center for Health at the hospital on the hill. Come see us for everything except maternity.
Okay, so let's say she ends at 8:35:10 at 15 frames. It's going to bring me to 8:35:25. I'm going to hit the letter O for the end of the clip, and then the letter E to send it to the timeline. Okay, so now we have our 3 clips for the commercial. There's going to be what are called jump cuts in between, so we need to add some kind of transition. I want you guys to click at the beginning of the clip to make it yellow and hit Command T. This will add a 1 second transition to the beginning. I want you to click on this next spot right here, and I'm using the selection tool the whole time. Do not use the position, don't use the trim, use only a selection tool to do this. Click there. It doesn't matter if you click on this side or this side of the clip. Command T, Command T, Command T. Now we need to put the music in here, so I'm going to go up to the music. I'm going to drag the whole music clip in. I'm going to put this underneath. I'm going to play it.
Pocatello's other hospital.
Now you can see the music's too loud, so we're going to lower the volume down. I'm going to lower this down to -23. Always works pretty good. Now to get exactly, you can either play around with this, or you can come up here in the inspector window and find -23 up here. So now it sounds like this.
Pocatello's other hospital provides excellent maternity services.
Okay, we need to add her title in here. So I'm going to go at the very beginning. And maybe just right after it fades in, we're going to put her name in here. I'm going to go to the titles. I want you guys to click on lower thirds. And let's choose, I think it's called documentary left. Let me see if I can find it here. Documentary left. Drag this clip in like this. Put it right near the beginning. I want this to be at least 4 or 5 seconds long, so you can drag this over. And right there, it's exactly, there's 5 seconds long. Let's see what that looks like. I'm going to double click, go over here and change the name. I'm going to highlight the word name, put in Sarah Van Allen. I'm going to go in the description, highlight that, and put in Pocatello Regional Medical Center. Now this is pretty long, so I'm going to grab this whole thing and move this over. I'm then going to split this. I'm going to go in and click right at the Pocatello part, hit return to bring that down. I want to center it, or not center it. Let's go in and go left justified. So I'll highlight the whole thing. And I'm going to click on the alignment tab. I'm going to hit the left one, and then I'm going to move this over. Now make sure it doesn't go too close to the edge. You should really turn on the title safe, which is under here under view. Show title safe in action. Try and keep it within the yellow lines here. So I'm going to pull this in. I'll put her name right here. Down a little bit. Don't worry about the time code. Just leave it like this. If you want to increase the size of her name or increase or decrease the size of this one, you can go over here which says size. And you can slide this around till you find a number that works. Do not ever go lower than 24. It's too hard to read on the screen. I'm just going to keep it. Let's just say it's 72. Okay. Now this isn't done, but I'm going to run out of time on my timer here. So this is close enough. We still have to add a title at the beginning, but this will get you into the ballpark. And when you're ready to start the second commercial, you're just going to go to the other project you created, which is up here. I put this on the wrong spot, but I would double click and that will give me a new project line to begin the next commercial. Go through all the footage through here, find all the blue and white outfits. Again, this will be for Hospital Spot 02. I made the mistake. I will talk more about this later on when I come back.